Art is the voice of mankind. It's more than just self-expression. It's culture, it's a historical record, and it's a manifestation of our search for something greater than ourselves.
This is art to one single person. It's art. Like, not everyone has to agree with it, but as long as it's defined as that by a single person, then it's technically art. There has to be, like, passion in it. And if there is, then that's going to carry across. And if there's not, like, to the audience and to the viewers, and if there's not, then I don't think it'll speak to very many people.
I don't think there's a definitive answer to what is and is not considered art, but I think if anyone decides, it's the masses. People believe something is art if a group of people go ahead and place it on a pedestal, but for that to happen, a group large enough to agree to do that has to exist in the first place. In addition, the future decides what art is. What we consider art today wasn't considered art 100 or even 50 years ago. It's only when we look at something in retrospect that we say, oh, that was artwork.
I don't know why, but it's very intimate to me. Like, it's my outlet, and it's something that I find joy in privately.
I think what's always driven me to create, aside from not really having anything better to do, has been the idea of preserving or of creating worlds to escape to. When I draw or paint a face, it's because I want to remember how I saw that person, and I want to remember why they were important to me at some point in my life. And when I make something that isn't from observation, it's because I've dreamed something or I've seen something in my mind's eye, that I really want to make tangible, sort of like a physical space for bizarre ideas.
Like, I don't always fully claim myself to be an artist because I feel like there's so much responsibility with it that I'm almost afraid to claim myself as an artist.
Starving artist is kind of a funny term to me because I know it's supposed to be kind of derogatory or cautionary towards anyone who wants to become a professional artist. And yet sometimes I think that artists have adopted that term and repurposed it, where they have this attitude of being proud of starving because their art is like the only sustenance they need, or that desperation somehow fuels their creativity, which I think is kind of a pretentious attitude. And yet it's funny that artists don't let that term put them down. They see it more as satirical. My hope is that the term doesn't push too many creative people away from pursuing art entirely, because your financial success in the art world shouldn't be something to be embarrassed about.
You can't go into a career of art with the want of money or fame. You have to be going into it because it's your life and you need it, so you make it your life. You make it your career because you're already doing it on a daily. You're already living through it and living with it, and can't imagine or can't even remember a life without it.
Himself in between the wall and the window.
Oh god. Oh god, I got a lot of dirt on my shoe.